Let's get right into it. White noise. That hissing sound, like an old TV with no signal. Seems annoying, but weirdly, it helps tons of people sleep better. Babies love it even more because to them, it sounds just like the non-stop noise inside the womb. Constant, steady, and never suddenly changing. Basically, it brings a sense of safety. So why does noise help us sleep at all? Here's the fun part. The human brain absolutely hates surprise sounds. One dog bark, one screeching tire, one slammed door, boom, your nervous system jumps to full alert. White noise works like a sound curtain, a smooth background wall that blocks those sudden spikes so they can't yank you out of sleep. And what is white noise actually? Simply put, there are too many frequencies mixed together at once, to the point where adding a few more wouldn't make any difference. Imagine you're standing in the middle of a room with 20,000 speakers, each emitting a different frequency, but all at the same volume level. What you're hearing is white noise, flat, dense, and filling all sound gaps. A perfect pile of chaos. Pink noise. If white noise is everything at once, then pink noise is like a lower, gentler version. A kind of white noise that has been toned down. Instead of a 20,000 speaker array emitting all frequencies equally, imagine you gradually start turning down the volume of some of the high-frequency speakers, only keeping the low frequencies like the sounds of rain, ocean waves, or wind rustling through tree branches. A little louder. The result is that you have pink noise, quieter, warmer, and less harsh. Interestingly, pink noise not only helps you sleep, but also synchronizes brain waves. Some studies suggest it can help the brain maintain a stable slow-wave rhythm, something essential for deep sleep. That's also why many people say that pink noise sounds more like nature and is much more pleasant than white noise. In short, if white noise is blinding white light, then pink noise is sunset light, gentle, warm, and perfect for sleeping. Brown noise. If pink noise is like gentle rain, then brown noise is like a thunderstorm crashing directly into your ears, but surprisingly pleasantly. It's so deep, thick, and bass-heavy that many people describe it as sleeping earthquake, or the feeling of standing next to a giant waterfall. The funny thing is, even though it's called brown, it has nothing to do with the color brown. The name comes from Brownian motion, the random movement of pollen grains that botanist Robert Brown once observed. It might not sound related to music, but that chaotic motion model was applied to describe the frequency of brown noise. In terms of sensation, brown noise is like turning down the entire high-frequency range, leaving only low, heavy, and slow sound waves. The result is an extremely stable and enveloping sound. Many people prefer brown noise over white and pink because it's not harsh or sharp, but rather creates a feeling of being enveloped by a sound embrace, making it very easy to fall into a state of deep relaxation or focus extremely well. Simply put, brown noise is heavy-duty noise in a way that makes your brain give up and go to sleep. Green noise. If white noise is chaotic, pink noise is gentle, and brown noise is deep and low, then green noise is the original sounds of Mother Nature. It's concentrated in the mid-range frequencies, the very area where the human ear is most comfortable. Therefore, when you hear green noise, you will immediately think of the sound of wind blowing through tree canopies, the sound of a babbling brook, or the feeling of standing in the middle of a forest, where all sounds blend together without being too deep or too sharp. Interestingly, green noise isn't always clearly defined in audio engineering. Many experts also call it the natural noise, as it mimics the frequency energy of the natural environment. It's precisely because of that balance that green noise brings a sense of peace, as if the brain is transported to a wide-open, airy place. In short, Green noise is the audio version that makes you feel like you're taking a deep breath in the middle of a forest. Perfect for relaxing, meditating, or relieving stress. Gray noise. Yup, this is custom-made sound for your own ears. It's tuned so that the human ear perceives all frequencies almost equally. Not too harsh in the high range, not too heavy in the low range. The result is a sound so balanced, it's hard to believe it was processed with such complex technology. Interestingly, gray noise doesn't sound the same to everyone. Since each person has different sensitivity at each frequency, gray noise tries to compensate for this to create a flat and even feeling, a very artificial but extremely pleasant smoothness. Many people say that gray noise feels cleaner than white noise and lighter than pink noise, making it particularly useful when you need to focus or mask noise without feeling like it's being blasted directly into your ears. In short, gray noise is the optimized version, just the right amount of sound, perfectly balanced, truly not too much, not too little. Ocean waves and water sounds. In the world of sleep sounds, the sound of ocean waves is almost legendary. It's not because it's romantic or evokes a sense of travel, but because the human brain is programmed to love regular, repetitive rhythms. Waves crash on the shore, recede, and then crash again, a perfect repetitive cycle, not too fast, not too slow, never causing a startle. Biologically, these repetitions are like a natural pacemaker, helping to unconsciously slow down the heart and breathing rate. Interestingly, the sound of water has concentrated energy in the low and mid-frequency ranges, similar to pink noise, but with added liveliness and slight irregularity that keeps it from being boring. That's why many people listening to the sound of waves feel reset. In short, ocean waves are nature's most soothing version, just repetitive enough to lull you to sleep, and just random enough to keep your brain feeling safe and calm. Perfect for anyone who wants to fall asleep, feeling like they're lying by the sea. ASMR. ASMR isn't noise in the hissing sense, but rather sounds so small that you almost feel them more than hear them. It could be a whisper close to the ear.
There's like a pink structure over your head.
A gentle touch on the microphone. The sound of turning pages, or the tapping of fingernails on a table. Subtle sounds that make many people shiver with pleasure. This phenomenon is called brain tingles, a form of relaxation response that spreads from the head down the back of the neck, similar to someone gently stroking your hair. Interestingly, science hasn't fully explained why ASMR has such a strong effect, but many studies suggest it can lower heart rate, reduce stress levels, and activate brain regions associated with feelings of safety and intimacy. ASMR is not like white noise or pink noise. It doesn't mask sound, but rather triggers a sense of relaxation through small details. In short, ASMR is sound that is not noisy or chaotic, but rather whispering in the right place at the right time, causing your brain to melt bit by bit. In conclusion, what is the best sound for sleeping? The real answer is whichever makes you feel safest and most comfortable. While white noise works for many, others find pink or brown noise more effective, and some only need the sound of rain or ocean waves to fall into a deep sleep. There is no perfect sound, only sound that is suitable for your brain. If you found the best kind of noise to lull you to sleep, comment below so others can try it too. If you find the video helpful, remember to like, subscribe, and turn on the bell, because I have so many more interesting things I want to decode for you. See you in the next video.